All right.
Okay, guys, just a little sanity check.
Sounds about the same as usual.
Okay.
All right, which hopefully is great.
I think my mic is a little bit loud. Hello, everybody. Listen, I know we've been watching esports for a long time. You know, if you're a fan of Deadlock, you probably like these kind of technical games that people play really competitively. I've seen Amsa win a major over Mango with Yoshi. I saw Jadong invent the Mutalisk. I saw C9 take FaZe 22-19 at the Boston Major. I've seen Oliveira take IEM Katowice after Blizzard shut down his servers in China. I saw Gary Kasparov lose to the computer, but I promise tonight none of you have seen anything like what you're about to see. This is a 6 versus 6 IV only. You're going to see kudzu. You're going to see people getting stone form 6 times in a row, possibly 12. Mid boss is going to be a clown fiesta, and we're going to have a blast. The players here range from ranks that you haven't even heard of all the way up to Ascendant. And I have with me today Berger Guy, Skeleton Honey, and 22, which is probably too many people for that too. And we are missing a player for Sapphire. How are you guys doing?
This is insane. I've got chills. I did not know that was how this was going to go. I can't believe that. I'm not prepared.
Thanks, guys.
Ivy.
We're missing Ivy, actually.
So, Cyrus, will you break down the pick and draft process for this tournament today?
First 12 people to ping me got in.
I mean for hero selection. How are they going to break down who's playing what today in this intense match?
The problem is you have certain good matchups. I think Ivy has a great matchup against Ivy. Mm-hmm. The problem is Ivy has a lot of counterplay when she's against Ivy. So I think it's going to be a skill matchup, sort of no matter how you slice it. And I got to get out of this bit as soon as possible, and I can't find a way to end it because we are missing 2 players.
5v5 isn't the end of the world. We're missing 2 players. I mean, technically,
okay.
We have 2 problems. We have not enough players and too many casters. I'm definitely not trying to play my first game on Ivy on stream.
Can you not have more than 2 spectators?
I was just about to ask that.
Okay.
If so, then
I could spectate like a Berger's stream.
Yeah, we could do a
like
Discord stream.
Yeah, we can solve that problem pretty quickly.
Okay. I'm trying to figure out who we're missing. So for
Ivy.
Okay, yeah. I'm gonna go talk to the players. Okay, who are we missing?
We're having an issue. Skadoosh can't join the lobby for some reason.
Skadoosh can't join? Probably because we have too many people in here.
See, the specs might be taking the spots.
Yeah.
You start.
Okay, the spectators are taking the spots. Burge and 22, can you guys leave and we'll stream to you?
Yeah,
I'm out of here.
Okay. Or actually, Skeleton, are you? Who's streaming this?
I'm not streaming right now, so.
You're not streaming. Burge is streaming, so me and Burge say.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay. Let me get back in.
And then, Sapphire has a player who straight up hasn't joined the VC, so let me cross-reference the names here. Okay, we have Buddy, Dog, Cinder, Skullmonger, and Luna. We need Kimuri.
You could get a ping in general if you needed. There's probably a couple of Ivy players here.
There are. The problem is
I will say I am very excited for this match. There are some things that I am looking forward to seeing. This is going to be cinema. We're making a movie right now.
Yeah. The problem is Kimuri is the Ascendant player that I had to balance the teams around.
Yeah, that does shake things up.
Are they totally MIA? Are they online or?
They're on Do Not Disturb.
Oh.
Okay. Is anybody friends listed with them? Are they in game or what's going on?
I'm sending a DM. Dog with the hop on deadlock.
Hopefully my computer can handle all this.
All right, we will give Kimuri 5 minutes before we find someone else who was trying to play. And then I'll have to rebalance the teams.
Yeah.
You might send that person a message, the backup a message to see like, hey, just in case.
Yeah.
I mean, Dizzy's in chat.
Oh, look at that.
That is true.
Cheesy Turnus on Monkrell would probably bring him down in rank to play Ivy for the first time ever.
Are we sure there are enough Ivies? The problem is you can only have 6 on a team.
Yeah, that is the issue that we had today. We tried our best to plan around that.
Another thing is I don't know what happens if you Stoneform on top of Stoneform. Do you clip through it?
That is a good question.
Oh,
We're definitely hoping it's going to stack.
I'm also hoping it's going to stack. 6 Ivies on top of mid-boss. Like,
yep.
Yeah. It's going to be
Try
great.
to avoid your own teammate in order to get like the timing right.
Wait, they stack?
Well, they
surely
could. We don't
Surely
know.
not, though.
You're telling me it's Ivy's all the way down?
The Ivy ladder.
The totem pole.
One thing, looking at the lobby, Buddy, Bobo, and Scully have not locked in a hero yet, so seeing who they're going to play is going to be interesting.
That is a good point because they've waited long enough that they can counterpick.
Yeah, I think this is a mental game situation. You know, there's nothing to gain in the game by waiting to pick or by picking early, but it is mental. I think the Amber hand here is going to be a little bit confused, maybe less time to strategize against their opponents today.
Yeah. And I can tell you, because I know Space Weed and...
Bobo has selected.
Bobo has locked in Kelvin. And I've played with Sebum before. Very, very good magician player. And I know that Sebum is a very cerebral kind of strategic player that wants to plan these things out in advance and wants to know what's going to happen. And the longer that you sort of deny information to Sebum, the less time they have to think about it. And I think that's going to come into play here, and we'll see how that affects things on Greenwich.
Absolutely. So can you, our two teams here, Greenwich is one. Is that the Amber hand? Is Greenwich?
Well, I'm talking about the lane now.
Oh, you're just talking about the lane. Oh,
Yeah.
I thought that was the team name.
We could name them without their permission. We could have like the Spanish Harlem Globetrotters and the...
That's what I was going to say. My first name.
The Stone Cold Killers. We could have Rocky 3.
Yeah.
I don't think I am media literate enough to truly comprehend that one.
The joke is that there are 3 of them.
It also has the word rock in it, which I feel like
I see.
explains itself well.
I thought there was something about Rocky 3 that like
well, it was dedicated to some people, but let me think. So I'm sure we could probably get Issa in there. I know Issa's pretty good.
Oh yeah, I forgot Dizzy said they didn't have a turn. So they would not be available.
If the issue is that the Sapphire Flame is missing an Ascendant player, I could just play Ivy for the Amber hand, and I think I would bring them down enough to make it.
Okay. I have an idea. We'll get Lith in.
I feel bad for the Ascendant player that's not making it. This was going to launch their esports career.
Yeah, this is honestly kind of a massive fumble, and they're going to be thinking about this for a long time.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Their entire life trajectory is now
Altered. Yeah.
I suppose on the same path it was going down before this, but
yeah, their life path is forever slightly shorter. Like they're gonna do everything in their life a little bit faster than they would have before because they didn't waste these 15 minutes.
Oh, I see.
Okay.
I didn't realize until I said it that it sounded like I was saying they were gonna die.
You were like, about to like go after them for not showing up.
The Ivy community may think about how many slots, how many good people missed this opportunity because that slot was taken.
Yeah,
I think the Ivy community they're a funny community. They're a good group, but they're also vindictive.
And they're impossible to organize.
Yeah, well, now 11 out of 12 is pretty good.
I'll take 11 out of 12.
How many?
I don't know
most days of the week.
How many do you think we would have gotten for a Viscous only tournament?
There'd be like 2 people in lobby, and then one person would have accidentally opened up Overwatch.
Who? Hello?
Hello?
Yeah?
Yeah?
Is that you, Ivy?
I think Ivy has joined the call. What are you doing here?
I was just joining to watch the stream.
Oh, that's a little bit misleading.
Watch the stream on YouTube. I forgot to lock this call.
Oh, my bad.
You're good. That's not your fault at all, man.
No, that's my fault. That's my
at
fault.
all.
That's content, though. Thank you.
Don't worry, you're banned.
Right, that's good.
All right. Okay.
We need a fifth caster. That's so sad because that's like totally something I would have done, and then I would have felt like a jackass. But there's nothing wrong with what.
Did you already lock it or?
Private channel.
Yeah.
Okay.
I blame Burge for streaming.
Yeah.
Don't stop streaming because you're my only view.
Okay.
I definitely would have been the guy to do the same thing.
Okay, the backup player isn't responding to me now.
What?
You know, all the meme storylines aside, I think that of all the characters, like, what is the most entertaining 6v6 all one character? And I think Ivy's near the top of that list.
Issa, you're in.
Abrams would be kind of funny.
Yeah, but funny, you know, I agree on the funny factor, but what about on the like scale of like how legitimate that match could be, right? And I think that's based on the diversity in the builds that you can make, and I think Ivy is a character that can play the support, that can be an enabler, that can play for gun damage, that can play for spirit, and so I think that puts it at the top of the list. I also do put Viscous high on that list for the
Viscous is another that has flexibility, yeah.
Right.
7 can support in terms of stuns, and then someone can go DPS with balls.
Yeah, a 7/66 sounds like the least fun.
Ivy,
actually.
The problem is, all right, Ivy can pretty viably play a frontliner, a support, a tank, like a tank, a bruiser, a DPS, a mage, an assassin. She can do whatever. And I know that probably 5 out of 6 people on both teams are going to go gun.
That's a good way to conclude that, because that should be the strategy that's taking place right now. Like, who's buying what items? How are you guys building out the character?
Yeah.
You know, I think you could split it up into those different categories pretty effectively. You can do some effective split pushing. You can have good team fights with supports and front lines. So we'll see. You know, that could be the thing. I mean, what makes the difference? What is the difference between these two teams? Is it that type of execution, or is it?
I think the difference between these teams mainly is that one of them has 1 Ascendant and 2 Alchemists. And I'm interested to see the dynamic there, because how do you play around your Ascendant player?
Who's the Ascendant player here?
Izza.
Izza, okay.
And I know that the 6 Ivies on the Amber Hand, you know, they're gonna have to get creative, because you know they're sort of Oracle average, and it's gonna be a game of like, are they good enough at coordinating to sort of play? It's gonna be, you know, Izza is gonna be like the medic in a TF2 6v6, right? Everyone's job is to kill or protect the medic in some way, and I'm interested to see how this game kind of centralizes around there's 1 Ascendant player. And I'm actually wondering if I should join those calls just to let everyone know. I'm sure they're all stream cheating.
Good point.
But I'm gonna go check that they're all ready. Y'all ready to go?
Yeah.
Any questions about the rules or anything?
No.
What rules?
There are no rules.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
All right, you guys ready?
Wait.
We're so ready.
We've been ready.
We've been ready.
All right. Any questions about the rules or anything?
Are there any rules?
What rules?
Exactly. Listen, I should let both teams know this. You guys are the average. You guys are like all, you know, around the Oracle range, right?
Yeah.
That's how I sort of balance the teams. Was we have 1 Ascendant player on Sapphire, and that's Izza.
Okay.
And there's also like 2 Alchemists on Sapphire.
So who are their Alchemist players?
I'm not going to tell you. That would be mean.
We'll find out.
You'll figure it out. But good luck.
Okay. Yeah.
All right.
Thank
you.
And make sure everybody's ready.
On the road.
Those graphics to high or something.
Oh, not all players are ready. Burge, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm as ready as I can be.
No, but like, are you ready? The spectators have to ready up.
Oh, I did not know I had to ready up as a spectator.
USE, Snowbots. There we go.
Look at that.
And let me look at the chat real quick. And Okay, I pressed F1, and my function keys aren't working. So we're gonna be clicking.
I think it's pre-game. It's pre-game. So
Oh.
whenever they're on zip, I think you're good.
Function key's still not working.
We'll just have to click
You can click on them, maybe?
Yeah.
We can click on them.
One thing I'm looking for right now would be switches, lane switches. Matchups are pretty important, and so if you saw that you were going against an Ivy, you know, taking this opportunity to switch lanes and go against an Ivy might be a better call.
Yeah, Ivy immediately sliding into lane, and Ivy is shooting at Ivy over on my... It's not showing me what color this lane is. It's York, it's yellow.
Yeah, something screwed up here.
Oh yeah, it's looking completely messed up.
I don't know why my shit is so lack.
There's Ivy though.
It can take a second to load it. Oh, it's because I pressed F4. If you press F1, it'll show both games.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
Wow, the mini-map is so helpful in this situation, being able to see all of the player icons.
You gotta know where Ivy is at all times because she has that ultimate that lets her rotate so easily, so if she disappears off that mini-map...
If you stone form or first, you're just like...
Yeah, you lose. That's a good point. Yeah. Stone forming first is bad.
And I think what's really going to be interesting is what's going on over here on blue, because that's where the Ascendant player is.
Oh, green with the first kill of the game.
Green does have the first kill of the game. Let's take a look.
Which team is that?
I think they just shot somebody. Yellow's getting pushed in pretty hard, but... Wait, who am I spectating?
This is disorientating for sure.
Ivy tries to dive, but Ivy had that stone form up. And Ivy taking a lot of damage here, backing up.
Okay.
Seeing a massive advantage here.
Cyrus,
Yellow up by 500 on Amber side.
Cyrus, will you say the character, the username that you're spectating, so that maybe Burge and I can watch the same one, so that we cast coherently, because we're just gonna be casting things that are happening off camera for the Cyrus stream.
The problem is, I'm watching so many different perspectives. I have to dart around because this is just such an action-packed game.
It is.
Now, 22. Let me ask you a question. Right?
Absolutely, I'm ready.
IV is the Roman numeral for 4, yes?
That's a good point. That is a good point.
Just say yes or no.
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Yes, yes.
I think
I. That's 6, and that's how many players we have on both teams here. And if you look over in yellow lane, it looks like there's been an unofficial swap, so I have to click on Space Weed to look at the yellow lane, even though that's where Skadoosh is. We're still only at 1 kill in this game, which is pretty incredible because Ivy is very, very easy to kill in lane, but she's also very, very bad at killing people in lane.
It's a dynamic. I think we're going to see a lot of... I think there's two versions of battles taking place. One is a simple one. It involves 6 Ivies facing off against 6 Ivies. There's a little bit more nuance to the other. The other is 4 adult casters trying to figure out how many times they can abuse the same exact joke in one single deadlock game, and that is going to be maybe more interesting than the gameplay itself.
And I think another question to maybe ask yourself is why are the souls so different for all of these players? And it's kind of confusing. Oh, because Space Weed is in the solo lane. So it's actually a pretty even game, but it looks like a small advantage over to the Amber Hand here.
Just a slight one for sure.
We're approaching.
I am exciting. First ult is about to come online for C-Bum. Here's how long they're going to hold on to it for. Oh, we might have another kill. Signer gets Space Weed over here in yellow.
You mean Ivy?
Yeah, Ivy gets a kill on yellow, and that is so much kudzu, and you can tell one of them has more range than the other, maybe, or that was an optical illusion. Let me check. Yes. And let's stop for a second and just take a look at the builds.
Okay.
To start with, we've got Cat. Cat going for a very safe lane, Enduring Spirit, extra regen, extra charge. Basically, all of these things give some kind of health. Because Cat has already died once and does not want to be embarrassed on the big stage today.
Oh, Barry's coming out.
Sebum. It looks like that's Buddy equalizing the lane with that kill.
Here comes
There's an ult.
Ivy going in. Ivy's in trouble.
Wait, who's ulting? Oh my god.
It was a Skeleton Hunty. Did you catch who ulted there?
Ivy did there.
The
And
Ivy
Ivy ulted. Alright. And Ivy actually forced to ignore the wave, taking a lot of turret damage, and there's the massive ult from Ivy coming down with the stone form combo, and there's Ivy out of the fight for good.
Gank taking place here. I believe this is purple lane. Is that correct? A little bit of a hit and
yellow.
run. A yellow, yes.
And
That's
now
what I said.
we're reaching the point where this becomes very, very difficult to cast because all of the Ivies are getting their ults at the same time.
Yeah, it was pretty easy to cast until now.
And now there's two goddamn Ivies on purple for some reason. Ivy swapping with Ivy, and it looks like Ivy's gonna go back to the green lane. I think that's green. I don't remember. When I play chess, I always put the bishop and the knights in each other's places.
Wait, the knights? No, the knights are not the hard piece to place.
Horse.
So you're wrong for that. Horse, exactly, as Skeleton Hunty has added.
Ivy.
Yeah.
Skeleton Ani with an immaculate bit, just not participating in the cast, just saying Ivy once every 15 minutes.
I think it is accurate commentary. To be fair.
Oh, we have a gank coming in on yellow.
This could be big.
And missing the kudzu, throwing it at a piece of furniture. And it looks like nothing's gonna happen here, except Ivy slides back in, gets the parry! Under the turret!
Stone form coming in.
Oh my god, with the stone form, and the gank comes in, and what a reversal from Ivy.
Oh, big parry. The other gank coming in.
More ganks coming in, and it looks like just a thing where a lot of people participate on yellow.
Another parry by Sapphire.
Headed to blue.
Ooh, Ivy.
Things seem to have stabilized over here in yellow.
Gotta be Mike.
Okay, but what is happening on yellow is the first domino may fall. That tower is dropping dangerously low on HP, and the pressure is on until now. A little bit stabilized there.
You say that. What lane is that?
That's true. Look at it. Oh yes. Is this blue?
This is green.
Green lane. Yeah.
Wait.
So the Amber
Green
Hand.
lane have 3 Sapphire on it. I'm curious if they want to push for this tower or. It is really disadvantageous to be in the same lane for too long.
That's
Okay,
true.
it
There's
appears
the
that
gank
one is
exit.
leaving.
But going to blue, notably, Burst.
Wait,
So
where's
there's
this
still
person
3 on
belongs?
blue.
There's no Ivy in purple.
Oh,
And
wait,
purple might fall.
purple is Ivy-less. Oh,
That's a
but
big
we do
wave
get
on
there in
purple. The stone
time
form.
and lays the stone form, but the stone form reversal and getting out, and nothing ever happens.
But Cyrus, look at the tower damage. A lot of tower damage coming through
Yeah.
on this purple. Only now is Ivy making it in time to close out the wave.
That is
and
true.
I think that
But we have Ivy
There's a big
ulting
push on
over,
blue.
ulting over to blue here, and now there's 3 Ivies on blue, but the Ivy gets away with ult.
Oh,
Then-
no.
Nothing ever
Ivy
happens.
ulting going in. Going in with ult.
Bye bye.
I called
think
my
they're-
happening guy, and he didn't pick up.
I think there are 2 Ivies
There
inside
are-
of everyone.
There's 2 Ivies flying around, wall jumping, flying next to each other. Neither of them can attack. Remember, neither of them can do anything.
Hold up, God, sketch this. Ivy in the sky, more like Skyvy.
Exactly. And
Yeah.
You have to
Skeleton Hunty with his
understand-
first contribution to the stream.
Oh,
that's
nice,
His entire
Kudzu.
annual salary has made the most astute observation that we've seen yet.
yeah,
to
you
only
really see
refer
where
to
he earns the
Ivy.
big bucks there.
But truthfully, that might be the best distinction we have. Skyvy could be the only distinction between 2 players in some of these team fights. So
And two
Chelsea
people
having
just
to take
stone
it again.
forming nothing at each other. Now, it looks like they're opponents, but you remember there's Ivy, IVY, IVI, I versus myself. We are our own worst enemies.
The gank on yellow.
Gank on yellow, and Ivy is so
Helping
dead.
out.
Wait, but the ult!
You might get out.
And they're just flying around in circles, and they're like the flying things from the Wizard of Oz.
From the movie.
From that movie, the flying monkeys from the movie, and there's so many Ivies I can't count how many Ivies there are, but it looks like the Guardian will go down.
I've lost track of which Ivies do and do not have ult in this fight.
The Guardian didn't go down. Nothing ever happens.
Despite
There's
the
one Ivy behind the Guardian, still getting damage on people.
high elevation, call her Ivy. Oh, Ivy is actually so good.
IVY. Ivy, why are we watching this?
One Guardian falls.
That is very notable. We are down 3 total Guardians in this game. Definitely seems that the Sapphire Flame has the advantage so far.
Absolutely, but the souls are dead even. Yeah, I
What's going to
interrupted
be
Bird.
interesting are these earn runs. I'm curious how they pulled it off.
One thing we've noticed is there is a fair bit of farm available on the map.
Which is crazy when you consider that they're Ivy.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's about to be Divey.
Oh.
And this is
the Space Weed CEO is Divey now, and now it's Divey as they dive the Guardian.
Amber's yellow Guardian taking massive damage.
And I think this part of what we're seeing here.
TP to yellow.
Part of what we're seeing here is a problem with this kind of tournament where, and it's not a tournament, it's one game, but where I think these players are used to sort of playing the more supportive role, and they're not used to sort of taking all the farm and carrying, and we're getting an urn fly.
It is Cinder with the urn here.
Cinder with the urn, picking it up first try. That's actually pretty difficult to do. Dropping the kudzu
Definitely
bomb,
takes skill.
dropping the airdrop in the middle of that
contest
fight,
over here, it looks like.
just to get the maximum value out of the ult. And ult is secured. Ult goes to Sapphire, or urn goes to Sapphire.
Yeah, that's really good for Sapphire. It's going to give him a little bit of a boost there. One thing I'd like to notice is Sebum is the first Ivy to reach 10k cash. So is that correct, Verge?
Yeah, the Melon is also at 10k.
Yeah, Sebum and Izza. They are catching up on the Guardians, actually. They managed to make a couple plays there. There's now only one Guardian up for Sapphire, I think. Yes, I can't see them through all of the Ivies on the minimap.
There's a big push for the last Guardian. Wait, this isn't the last Guardian? No, there's...
No, the last Guardian is a game by Fumito Ueda. That is the second to last Guardian.
Yes.
The fight that is currently taking place on what I believe is blue is pretty massive. Here's an ultimate coming in from Skyby, dropping it a little bit too far deep, perhaps, and there's going to be a quick escape, a little exit here.
One of them getting caught in the subways.
And
this is probably going to be...
Is a very disciplined with the pings. You can really see the ascendant there. I see Ivy. A very valuable ping. A very valuable ping, and you know, higher level players, that's really one of the things that can make the difference, is using your pings to let your team know that you see Ivy.
That's good. How about builds? What is it shaking down in terms of aggression versus supporting versus, you know, playmaking ability on some of these side lanes?
You know what?
Where are we at with the builds right now?
I think in the middle of the next fight, I think I'm just going to pause and just break down the builds.
in the middle of the next fight, that sounds like appropriate competitive etiquette.
So this does look pretty spirit focused from Skadoosh. You see the it's sort of a hybrid build. You see the hollow point, you see the soul shredder bullets, but you also see extra spirit, range, duration. This looks like a pretty nice standard hybrid kudzu build. Oh, sorry to interrupt myself there. Big fight happening on blue, it looks like.
This is big. There are a couple of different Ivies that have enclosed in the area now, and currently the Sapphire Flame, they're holding the aggressive hand. Although a Stoneform does land there, that's not super common.
Oh, but Ivy is isolated. Two Ivies on Ivy, and another Ivy ulting either to leave or to drop an airdrop that hits all three of them. And now I think there's five. I think there's 5Es.
5Es.
I saw 5 for a second.
Stoneform, it is gonna land.
Lands
The retaliation Stoneform.
And the whole time while they're fighting, Bridge Buff is right there. And who grabbed it? I can't tell.
Ivy grabbed
Ivy.
it.
Actually, we need to check in with Skeleton Honey, who was on the bridge cam. Skeleton Honey, can you confirm who grabbed the bridge buff?
It's gotta be Ivy, right?
I would believe. I wasn't there to see it.
Looks like it. And
about
Ivy
correct.
finally snagging that blue guardian that they have been fighting over for so long. But
there's a fight over here at Walker.
And it looks like Sapphire's abandoned the position, coming over here, getting the pick on Ivy. And if they don't get back up, it looks like they might actually take some serious damage on this Walker.
Major duel between Issa and Sebum coming out even. Amber losing half of their Walker health.
And absolutely nobody here has bought Rescue Beam. 3 reactive barriers on Amber Hand.
Walker
goes down for Sapphire Flame. It looks like Amber Hand could turn this around. And who got that? Who got that amazing split push? Hang on, let me check. It was Ivy.
Oh my gosh, Ivy with the plays.
Cyrus, I think this might be an optimal time to discuss your Caster Choice Award that you put in place today. And will you remind me of that? Is it, you said, a $20,000 cash prize to the first player to buy Echo Shard?
Yeah, but they're Canadian dollars. And to save on the conversion rate or whatever, I think I'm just going to give it to Skeleton.
Very good. Very good, Skeleton. Yeah, I agree.
In this case, it's I and then V for victory. I win.
Yeah, exactly.
Nice. Okay. I am still curious, who will be that first player to buy Echo Shard and begin the Thwomp walking? Or is it even necessary in this sort of situation where we have so many Thwomps available to walk?
I mean, you can always do with more stone form. That's kind of my whole philosophy. I would like to see someone go Echo Shard Refresher, honestly, and another Walker goes down on all of the lanes look blue to me.
Right.
Oh, but it looks like the reversal there does get picked off because 3 Ivy showed up.
4 of them onto that lane though.
Yeah, they did.
If they get a push somewhere else.
We'll see if there's any consequence for that, or if everyone in Sapphire is just gonna go back and buy.
It looks like they got a Guardian.
Ivy.
Oh wait, the wrong team got. My bad. Ivy got the Guardian instead of Ivy. I got confused there for a moment.
I thought Ivy was gonna fend that, but it looks like Ivy did get it. And we do see Ivy on purple. Is Ivy gonna grab the urn?
Ooh.
Or maybe Ivy can get to it first. Nope, Ivy's just going for the push here. Sliding in, but sees another Ivy, backs off, nothing ever happens. Until another Ivy shows up. Now it's 2v2. Lot of pressure here. Lot of pressure.
Coming out.
Lot of pressure, but Ivy can't get in because Ivy doesn't know which Kudzus belong to who.
Scully is making monumental plays over here on what is either yellow or purple.
Some help has arrived with an ult. It's Sebum.
Ult coming in. Ult coming in a confined space. And the thwomp and the kill and the double kill. Oh my god, and there's so much kudzu. They'd be looking like this in Alabama.
Yeah. Very good. Yeah, honestly, an incredible play from Sebum there to lead that charge. I believe they were able to kill the Ivy in that situation, and that was the first domino that
looks like they're going urn off of those picks.
Stealing a little bit of camps here is Ivy. And another urn fly, but a fly to chase. Oh my god. Let's see if Ivy can catch this.
I anticipate a stone form on the landing here. This is going to be interesting.
Oh, Ivy knows there's no chance. Oh, juke! That looked to me like Ivy dropped out of the ult.
Very good. Stone form's taking place in the subway.
Subways, yes.
And these confined spaces with all of the invasive vines and all of the slams and everything, it can get really hectic in those tight spaces. Getting back out into the open here. I see Tesla bullets. I see so much kudzu, and I don't know which team it's on. I don't know how you're supposed to walk around in this. Some of the kudzu is big, but some of the kudzu is small. And what do you think that's going to mean for this fight?
I think it's metaphorical for the plays that are being made. Some big, some small.
Sorry to interrupt you.
Largely-
Big parry into nothing.
Oh,
It's parrying and then dying. It's
it looks
tragic.
like Amber lost the urn during all that.
Yeah, Sapphire gets the urn. This is still a neck and neck game in terms of objectives, but it does look like Sapphire is pulling ahead.
Yeah, Sapphire able to extend their lead by 6,000 with that team fight alone. Gonna turn this into a Walker elimination. Probably gonna be the team that's gonna be able to pick up these bridge buffs for the
Dodging the
next
stone
few
form with the
minutes.
stone form, and when you do that, they come out of the stone form when you land yours. I didn't even think about that interaction. That's crazy.
Yep, looks like Amber Walker may fall here.
Oh my god, there's so
Not
much.
if Ivy has anything. Nope, it's gone.
Yep, that Walker is staying up as long as Ivy has something to say
They
about it,
are
unless Ivy has something to
chasing
say
with
about
their
it.
ultimates.
Oh,
Um,
Ivy.
But some of them are
Everybody
getting
is
out with their ultimates.
everybody is on this lane right now. It's
my
just,
God.
it's just a swarm of angry bees.
What would a collection of Ivies be called?
What a good
A
question.
quarry.
We need an answer from everybody. A quarry? How
Yeah,
about
it's
you,
a
Skeleton
quarry.
Honey? A quarry.
A Ivy, very
Ivy,
good.
That's a good one.
Wow, Ivy getting cornered there and beaten to death with guns.
Holy fuck. Absolutely brutal. You do not want to mess with Ivy. She will take your kneecaps.
Yeah. Oh, Stoneform coming out from Ivy, but then we see that same
getting
interaction
hit by a
again.
Stoneform.
If you try to Stoneform an Ivy, she will Stoneform to dodge it and then Stoneform you because you're Stoneforming.
Ivy with the ult on low health.
And it looks like the
I
Ivies are
expected
just
them to back
comparing
up,
their
but-
kudzu sizes there.
Do we have any distinct builds going on? I see a couple rapid recharges
Any Echo Shard?
on the Amber team.
No Echo Shards. I'm trying to see what is...
Quicksilver reload on one of the Ivies.
Can someone
on
just check what our first tier 4 is? Scully has Phantom Strike.
Oh my goodness. Can we get a Scully POV to just see this Phantom Strike get used?
Yeah, I'm gonna sit here until I see this Phantom Strike.
Let's see it.
That could clip the wings of the Skyvy, make it a more of a on the floor V. If
Yeah.
we're gonna pass it on to the next caster now.
You know what? Honestly, 22, I don't hold it against you because anyone who can cast this deserves a 6-figure salary for ESL.
Oh, Scully
Very good.
engaging? Oh wait, that's...
Can we have blue?
His team.
Someone else come blue. Someone else come blue, maybe.
Sometimes the kudzu is more of just a safety blanket. We all like to cuddle up with a good safety blanket, a little bit of a de-stressor, and I think Scully's just providing that service to his team.
Speaking
Yeah,
of Kudzu,
and
I think the Kudzu could be causing structural damage to the concrete and whatnot.
Oh,
It
absolutely.
cannot be
So
good
much of
for
it.
all of these routes to be going into this.
The sheer biomass of all of that kudzu has got to be weighing down some of the support structures here in New York. I also want to comment on Sebum talking in the voice chat, even though everyone is in the same call. Gotta be stressed out just hitting T just because, you know, like, we can really see the players are really serious about this game.
Well,
That, like,
has work
just
to
hitting
do,
T
right?
just because you're just not thinking, you know? There's so much going on.
This is very quickly running away from the Amber hand here. The Sapphire Flame is really taking this one the distance. A big push here from Cinder, going to find another elimination on Tatar. Cat is
They
down
just
as well.
eliminated 2 over here.
That could be the mid-boss angle.
I'd be interested to see it.
We would love to see a mid-boss.
You do have to be careful because they do have an Ivy on their team that might steal it.
Yeah, but also it's not, you know, what's the alternative? Do you just push in? You can't get a wave in because they do have Ivy.
Yeah.
Yeah, your best opportunity, not even saying this from a coaching, optimal decision-making strategy. The best decision here is definitely mid-boss because that is what we would like to see.
We do have
So-
Ivy going for a split here, getting a ton of damage off.
Big damage on one of the Sapphire Walkers.
Dying, but doing a lot of damage to that Sapphire Walker in the side lane. I do think, to go back to your point, the best strategy here is to just... I think you long to be in your house, and you can wait for the Sapphire Flame there like a stone.
Those in glass houses shouldn't throw stone.
Yeah. Because she's made out of stone, and everyone knows that's the worst thing to throw.
Ivy gets the gun buff over here. I'm curious how impactful that'll be. It looks like there is a small gathering near the urn location. I'm curious if one of them will run it.
Dizzy saying, surprised I haven't seen a knockdown yet. That's actually an excellent point. Because you can cast knockdown while flying. But I think anyone who has played Deadlock knows getting a teammate to build knockdown is like pulling teeth.
True. It's true, but we do have Scully with the Phantom Strike, which is one of those items that, you know, operates in a way similarly to knockdown.
Oh. Massive fight up here over the tier 3 camp, or the tier 2 camp. And I wonder who's getting these, because I can't tell whose kudzu belongs to who.
I agree. Objective-wise, Sapphire Flame are ahead.
In on the 2 Ivies. I'm curious if Ivy is worried about that.
There's so much kudzu. He's throwing more of it. Oh my god, this game is gonna go on 1,000 years. This game's gonna go on for 7 times 7 generations.
Oh, we have a Divine Barrier in play.
We do have a split here, and actually so much damage going down on those.
Kevlar, rather.
There's a really big opportunity.
I see Ivy. Stop saying you see Ivy.
Ivy.
I see the enemy.
Oh, Ivy has bought Frenzy. You gotta watch out for her. Don't want to get caught off. But
Yeah.
Ivy does have Metal Skin to counter it, so.
Yeah, you do have to remember, especially when someone buys Frenzy, that like they're going to be difficult to kill when they're low. So you have to remember that Ivy has that when you're fighting Ivy. You got to make sure to cross-reference the username against their build.
There's an Ivy carrying an Ivy right now.
There's an Ivy carrying an Ivy.
Through mid.
Are we gonna see it?
No one has ever done that.
That's so good. Thank you so much for calling that out.
I barely saw it at the corner of Berge's eye. Yeah. That was good. We need to see more of that. That actually might be the difference that the Amber Hand can make to bring this game back. There's a little bit more of flight.
Unfortunately, I do think it was Sapphire that patented that strategy.
Ivy getting away from Ivy there. So close.
Stone form? Stone
Can
form.
we get a
Stone
reversal
form?
here?
Stone form.
Stone form.
Stone form.
The airdrop. I could not tell you which way this fight is going.
It looks like it's turning for Ivy.
I think no matter what happens here, Ivy's going to come out on top. These base guardians for Amber Hand, with 3 Ivies shooting at them, they're going down 4 Ivies, going down super fast.
It does look like Ivy is pushing for a walker while all this is occurring.
This split could be massive from Amber Hand Ivy player Skadoosh, it seems. Big damage going out. Stoneform still available. Missed the
barrier. He might get it. He got it. It cost him his life, but he did get a flex slot with that.
Trading a walker for a shrine. Absolutely not optimal, but it is something, and they need everything they can get here. Another shrine going down. And I can tell you right now, if I'm Skadoosh, I'm saying, Ivy, what are you doing? Why can't you hold this? They sent 3 Ivies to deal with me.
I thought it was just Ivy. If I'm Skadoosh, I'm saying Ivy.
Like
they did manage to hold their patron, so they'll have those respawns whenever that comes down to it.
I think I'm getting the impression from Skeleton Honey that Ivy thinks that no, I'm sorry, I'm just replacing all proper nouns with Ivy. That Skeleton Honey thinks that Ivy is like a Pokemon.
It only says its name. Ivy. Ivy. I would be okay with that if that was, you know, the audio update. Stoneform makes that sound. Kazu makes that sound.
On mouth one.
Type then?
Rock
fighting, maybe?
Yeah, fighting.
Rock fighting.
Ground fighting.
I agree.
We do have buff spawning in 20 seconds.
She'd have to be plant. Or whatever.
Dragon?
Isn't there like a plant type Pokemon?
Grass
Yeah, it should be grass type.
Grass.
I think the most accurate is ground dragon. A little bit of is that a Flygon? A little bit of a Flygon angle.
I was
Well, but
thinking more like whatever that rock guy is, and then whatever Bulbasaur is, and popping the reactive barrier there.
So you're thinking rock grass?
Rock grass, yeah. She's a rock with grass.
Sapphire gets the casting buff, facing the person contesting it.
I think Ivy does get the reward for deadlock character that could most easily be adapted into a Pokemon.
I think I agree. And I honestly wouldn't hate to see it. Another instance where knockdown would be very useful, but Ivy's taking so much damage flying away here.
Getting out though, at least with
getting out, but it looks like Ivy is stuck behind enemy lines here. Actually, no, the enemy lines are stuck with Ivy. Never mind.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, Ivy.
If you look carefully at that kill feed, elimination feed there, you'll see that Ivy actually was able to get the assist on that kill as well.
That's good, because that just brings in more money for the team. Stone Form countered by Stone Form, chaining into Stone Form.
It looks like Ivy
But
might
the Stone Form reversal.
be pushing into their spawn even. Patron goes down. They will have Ivy coming online with ult.
I realize
by the time it transforms.
I realize that there's something magical about the Thwomp Walk conga line. You know, you thought that it was cinema to see a single Ivy popping Echo Shard for the double Stone Form, but realistically, when it's 4 in a row, that is something motivational.
And now I think this is going to be the most action-packed moment of the game, because we might actually see the Tether Hexagon.
I think this is the end of the game, Cyrus. This looks like a victory for Ivy if I was going to call it early. There's still a brief moment, but it's not going to be capitalized.
And yeah, Ivy wasn't able to clench it, and Ivy does take the win.
We did not see an Echo Shard come out in that match.
No, we didn't.
Wait, Ivy lost?
Buen trabajo.
Ivy did win. Ivy won that game. Skeleton Ivy.
I think their strongest player was their Ivy player there. I think they really
the ending the ending there was just so immaculate. Just 8 buen trabajos at the same time.
I do feel like we may owe the viewers an apology for this.
Apologize, Ivy.
Apologize. Oh man.
No,
that was great. That was great. I don't know. What were some surprises? What did we see that we weren't expecting to see? The flying Ivy, the Ivy flying Ivy was the peak moment for me, I think.
I think there were a lot of surprises for me. One was when it clicked for me that the counter to Stone Form is Stone Form, and that anyone who Stone Forms first is kind of like screwing themselves. So
Absolutely.
Every Stone Form was sort of driven by desperation. And then it was followed by a series of about 8 or 9 Stone Forms, all done in sequence. And I think it's really incredible how the players were able to avoid stacking Stone Form. So you would just see this sequence of Stone Forms over and over and over again.
That's a good point. They did a very good job at that. Like it wasn't. There were not a lot of Stone Forms that were wasted.
Yeah, and they were all landing, like, because Anyway, I want to get the players in here for the post game interview.
What character are we going to be talking with first?
I think we should try to interview with their Ivy player.
Damn.
Okay, IP is in the bathroom.
Ivy carried.
All right, so Ivy, what did you think of that game?
It was honestly really fun.
I'm just
Yeah, I mean, it was pretty good. I feel like we had a lot of trouble with Ivy, like early game, but we were able to counterbuild her late game.
No, guys, don't talk in order. That's less funny.
I got cooked.
That was bullshit. It wasn't well balanced. Those Ivies are overpowered.
I got cooked, but I still had a smile on my face the whole time. I got to see 12 Ivies.
I honestly hate fighting Ivy. I think she needs nerfed again.
That's so true.
I honestly wasn't even playing the game. My lane partner was just doing everything I was watching.
I was noticing that from you, a very passive play style.
Which Ivy?
Ivy. I was noticing that from Ivy.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I was playing pretty passively.
Yeah.
Who was the Ivy on the other team?
Me, I was the Ivy.
Yeah.
Like you were doing really good.
Thank you.
The escapes from Ivy out there, incredible.
Ivy was also pretty good.
All the IVs who followed me when I was trying to do earn was like kind of scary, because I didn't want to turn around. I just heard like it was like a high-speed chase.
It was a dogfight. It was great. The analogy was made that you guys looked like the flying monkeys from the movie.
Yeah,
that was good.
Genuinely, I think
I
Earn is
noticed when you were
impossible.
running Earn and there's an Ivy behind you, and I'm trying to get into your head and understand your actions. Where like, do you go for it here? Do you turn around? Do you call for help? Like, how do you stall this? Because from your perspective, you're just flying the Earn and you just hear wings flapping behind you. You don't know how many there are. Like,
And once I land, what is the plan? What is the plan when I land?
Yeah, Ivy's solo Earn carry advantage does not really exist anymore.
Yeah.
Honestly, I was once in lane and I heard like 4 IV ults. I got like actual war flashbacks.
By the way, who parried me and I got melted? I'm so sorry for that.
I did see that on stream. It was Ivy. Yeah.
Ivy at one point, and then I got cooked alive by the Ascendant.
Thank you for the compliment. Yeah, that was a really good parry. Such a good parry.
I think we just gotta get all 12 Ivies flying around together, like right of the Valkyrie style.
Oh, we wanted
It's
to
an easy
try
one.
like what happens if you Ivy ult someone who's already Ivy ulting.
Yeah,
We didn't try that.
That didn't work.
it actually okay. So it works, and then the Ivy that you ulted still is in ult if you drop them, and then when they land, they have the bomb on them.
Oh, so it's like the fucking deferred Thwomp Walk all over again.
Yeah.
It's like, so can you store it? Can
Yeah.
the Ivy still fly before they hit the ground?
Yeah. No, because the
Oh,
Ivy's
good.
still ulting.
Yeah.
So they can drop a bomb on somebody and then land and silence them again. The problem is, if you're playing against Ivy, she can just stone form that.
Yeah.
I am
Those
disappointed.
changes were crazy.
They were good. I'm disappointed that we did not get a mid boss fight. That
Yeah.
There was some.
Yeah, that's
I
true.
think you could deal with Ivy up is the thing.
That's true. When Ivy's up, it is hard to go for that. But you
But
do
you-
have Ivy to help confirm.
That is
Mm-hmm.
It's
true.
hard to tell which Ivy had ult.
That's true. Also, they're all building different things. I was talking about how one of you built Frenzy, and I'm just imagining a player trying to like play around the fact that someone has Frenzy.
Oh, is there any way to look at like the stats,
Frenzy'd be the easy one because you can see like you got the number above
like the
them.
post-match results? Or
You might be able to. I think you have to get the code for the game, which should be on stream. I would assume.
Just in general,
Where do you do
like,
that?
oh, Ivy
Maybe
has
it's
this
not
item.
true, but at least not mine.
Like,
Yeah,
if one of you bought
I-
Echo Shard, one of you would have 2 stone forms, and everyone have to play around that. But you'd have to remember which Ivy had Echo Shard.
Yeah.
There's just no way of
No
knowing.
remembering.
So,
Once you're in the pile, it's just anyone's game.
Yeah.
6v6 Ivy one lane.
as the person building Frenzy, I actually had no idea. I was just trying to get all the fire rate items so that I can glitch the game audio by firing too fast.
One thing I noticed with this is like I got down in soul like relatively early, and I just wanted to hang back and like sort of build myself back up into the game. And it's like impossible when the entire enemy team can gank you that fast. Like I was like, someone dropped on my head and obliterated me in like 8 seconds because I was just trying to grind.
Also, every time you start a
Can you,
1v1
post
fight,
the
you know
stats?
it's gonna be a 5v5, a 6v6.
like,
Yeah, the rotations are fucking crazy.
I was kind of surprised by how much farm was up, because I think you're all used to giving the farm to your carries.
I
But
don't do that.
because
The lanes were
because you have
pushed all the time.
6 Ivies on each team with Kudzu. Like, it doesn't take that long for someone to just go do it. But you're right. Everything's always pushed up because all the Ivies are throwing Kudzu.
So she might be able to put
The lanes
the,
were needing too much help to be able to farm. I just didn't have the time. I feel like,
So yeah.
and I was still
Sapphire was all guns.
staying up.
That's true.
Are we doing another round, by the way, or are we just doing the one?
Please.
I think we've had a couple people leave, but we can go for another one.
I can swap,
Because I am disappointed that we didn't see a mid boss.
Wait, how can you commend, huh? I got commended.
yeah, how do we do this?
Thanks, Tar.
If you can load the scoreboard. I wasn't able to load the scoreboard using the match ID, which is 325488853. I think it was posted in chat as well.
Where? Sorry. Like,
Yeah, it's in general. Issa posted it in general. It's just I'm not having success.
Someone
getting
just
it to work.
screenshot.
someone
Okay.
just just take a screenshot.
Okay, so we have some other people who want to play. So does anybody want to back out, and then I'll pull from there? You don't have to back out if you don't want to, but
I can back out. I have to go anyway.
I can back out.
all right, cool. Then leave the lobby, and then I will try to fill it. Actually, I'll just drop it in the general chat, and we'll see who joins.
First come, first serve.
Yep.
Well, thank you, Ivy, for playing.
Thank you, Ivy.
Yeah, thank you, Ivy, and congratulations to Ivy as well.
Big props to the Ivy player.
It was really fun, Ivy.
Whoever the Ivy was who saved me on yellow. Thank you
Big
so much.
plays.
Thank you so
Made
much.
big plays.
Go to
Someone
Ivy.
post the
Okay, we've
scoreboard.
got Kamuri. So Kamuri, you are Ascendant, I'm pretty sure. Can you join Sapphire? Because I put all the like medium good players on Amber, and then I kind of there's not a nice way to say it.
Wait, did you rig the game?
Well, no, I balanced it because we had a bunch of like Alchemist players, and then we had like one Ascendant. So I put the Ascendant on the team with the Alchemist, and then put the Oracles on the other team.
Stion.
I don't know if you can.
Holy shit.
This is Amber Hand is super stacked here. If
Who's
it's
the Cinder
possible.
Yeah, we win this.
I mean, do you guys want to play that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Kamura, can you swap with Susie?
You know what? I don't care personally.
I mean, I want to see a close game. I feel like last game was pretty close.
Is it?
It swung. It swung, but objectives, like, it was 3 walkers versus 3 walkers at some point. Like, what I don't want to see is like 4 guardians down on one side before 1 is down on the other.
Yeah, it wasn't like a
I thought it was okay like during laning, but after laning it wasn't.
Yeah, I think that was just like one team got an advantage, and then it's 6 Ivies versus 6 Ivies, so there's no like.
I think the tethers are also very like. At some point, I was taking hits from like everyone, but I had like 6 tethers on me.
Yeah.
Okay, this team is good if Susie goes to Sapphire and Kamuri goes to Amber.
Okay.
All right.
This voice channel is locked, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh wait, yeah. Go. All right, now go to your places and we'll start. All right.
Wait, where is my place?
Yeah, which one?
That's what I'm saying.
Space Weed is
Amber
Sapphire,
and
so
yellow.
just go figure it out.
All right.
Who is still in here?
Blentar.
Yeah.
Are they in game?
Are you playing?
I said I would back out.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you for playing. But
Welcome to the casting.
yeah. You know what? Yeah, you can cast if you want to. Five
I
casters.
actually might be dipping if that's if I think
That's
I'm gonna
fine.
miss out on this one. Yeah.
That's fine.
It's not okay. I'm actually going to be very distraught because I don't know what we're going to see in the second game. This could be a whole different ballpark.
Yeah.
I think a lot was left on the table last game. Ivy was learning a lot. I think was improving.
Yeah, just getting into a groove, really.
Yeah, and I was really looking to following that storyline. But the good news is I'll be able to spectate. And I don't think I think if I'm not here, we get to hear even more from Skeleton Honey, who is our most valuable member of this casting team.
Yeah, just in terms of like monetary value, how much he's being paid to be here. So
Exactly. Yeah, we have to get his talent in use.
Yeah.
5 quadrillion.
That is what we're paying.
Yeah.
It's worth it though.
All right, let me know how Ivy does. I'm not really interested in any of the other storylines, but just update me there, and I'll catch up on stream.
How about you watch the
Have a
stream?
great night,
Bozo?
Yeah, we'll do. Oh, whoa! Jeez.
Okay, I wish there was a
IRL.
Still inform IRL. All right, Burge, ready up.
See ya.
I am ready.
Okay. Not all players are ready yet. We need Susie and Seaboom to lock in.
Seaboom did play Ivy last time. I'm expecting them to play Ivy again. We'll see though. Any of the new guys we need to watch out for?
I have no idea.
Gotcha.
The Ivy's new.
I think Ivy's new, but Ivy can help balance that out. I think that first game was really balanced. It didn't feel like it towards the end.
I mean, that's just what happens whenever you run away with a lead.
Yeah, and it's also a mirror matchup.
Exactly. Yeah.
Hi, Ivy. I love Ivy players. Have I ever said that I love Ivy players?
They are a community.
I really feel like that. I feel like Ivy players kind of have a shared sense of humor. I think Viscous players similarly have a shared sense of humor, though it's a different one. Lash players as well. You get these people that really love their character. Not just the gameplay, but like the personality that comes with it. And I think characters like Viscous and Lash and I think Kelvin has a long way to go.
Yeah, we have a few prominent members of the community, but not enough personalities out there.
Yeah. But there's something really special about these characters that like have such a strong identity that people almost cosplay them when they play the game. And that's why Ivy players are just nasty little freaks.
Ivy.
Is there anything going on? Green lane. The Ivy and green lane is taking some damage, but they seem to be playing behind towers, so
yeah.
Not much to worry about.
Blue as well. We're seeing some asymmetry here in the health values.
Yellow's getting some action. Oh, first kill of the game.
I missed it. What happened?
It seemed like Ivy just got aggressive, and then Amber was able to push the advantage.
Well, we'll watch to see if there's an overstay here, because Ivy is currently at like 100 health.
120, yeah.
Alright, yeah, nothing.
Getting the farm on Ivy's side. Smart.
Ivy League.
Yeah, this is the Ivy League. And what do we have going on over here? Ivy at 300 HP, eating a nasty kudzu. And a ton of bullets. And more bullets, and getting... Oh, we see the dive coming in. Is that Stoneform a little bit premature? Not able to support the teammate here.
One more Stoneform in play. Doesn't seem like it's gonna come out, though.
Yeah, it's looking like no. Oh, we get a reversal over on yellow.
Oh, missed that, but...
This lane is actually neck and neck. This is probably... This could be the tipping point for the whole game, happening right over here.
$600 up. That wave is there. Ivy can get back to clear this wave, it'll be closer, but it seems like she's gonna lose a couple.
Ooh. Oh, but is this an overstay? Kudzu going down behind. Ooh. Avoiding the Kudzu. Just chasing down with the gun. Do we go for a dive here? Taking no damage on that.
Power.
No divey today.
No diving.
Ivy did miss out on a whole wave because of that, though.
Yeah, that's probably going to have some repercussions for the future.
Might even Cryvy.
Could Cryvy about that, absolutely. Oh, the bullet health shield doing a ton of work here. Missing the Stoneform. Missing the Stoneform. And that is a hard ability to land.
Taking some damage from the tower there. Curious if that's going to come into play.
Shooting at the floor.
Purple's taking some damage. Still in the action though.
We missed a gank over here, but it looks like it amounted to nothing. Wait, Stoneform? Oh, but Stoneform's too early. And the parry!
The follow-up, where's the follow-up?
Where's the follow-up? There's the follow-up.
Ivy goes down for that. Oh my goodness.
Ivy going down. Looks like these
Reversal
solo
on that
lanes
is
are
crazy.
really active.
Speaking of, Yellow back over here with some action.
And Ivy just got ult.
Looks like things just cooled down. I missed it.
And Ivy just got ult. Let's see what kind of ults we get here. Oh.
First ult.
Oh, what a nice wall hop.
Where?
Oh my god, getting
it
out
going?
with 30 HP.
Oh my gosh. The gank is big. Clearing the person on yellow.
Still no ults used.
Yeah, there was one. A gank on yellow. On
Oh,
the
okay.
yellow.
Oh wait, I see it's on
Yeah.
cooldown.
Oh, second ult on yellow. To get out. Oh,
Ulting to
needed
get
to
out.
stone form for the health, but
No, you don't want to stone
Not on
form
the-
there.
as we said previously, using your stone form first, it's not, you lose the tempo for it.
Exactly. Tempo, that's the word I was looking for. If one person gets healing aura, will it get turbo amplified between 5 tethers? I don't know, Deus. We are in uncharted territory here, and that's the excitement.
Some farming happening over here on blue.
Looks like ult's
Green.
getting cast here.
Does Ivy know?
I don't know.
Stone form's coming out on green. A little bit of a skirmish. I don't think anything's gonna happen due to it though.
Stone form's getting traded. Definitely much more of a nothing ever happens type of game.
Hope you don't mind the pickup.
Oh,
But
here comes an ult.
Here comes the ult from Ivy. Looking for the dive, dropping it. Looks like it missed, and we're
Yeah.
getting absolutely
Getting-
shredded by that turret.
Some boxes though out of it at least. Blue looks exciting. One person's on a quarter health. Staying active
Oh.
though, throwing kudzu.
A fight on yellow. Stoneform coming out. We still have the other Stoneform in play. Ivy still has Stoneform holding it. And they've swapped sides. And they're swapping again.
Oh. No minions over here. Nothing to worry about in terms of that.
But the kudzu and the ult coming in. And the Stoneform. And there's the dive.
Powerful gank from Ivy.
And it looks like Ivy might actually lose turret here. But the gank
There
comes
is
in.
the
And the
Ivy
Stoneform
to try to
on the
save it.
Stoneform. Got one kill.
Bring around the Ivy.
But Ivy sandwiched between Ivy and the Guardian. Can Ivy get out here? Ult
Ulting
gets
out.
used.
Coming back.
Oh wait,
to
ult
throw
coming
the-
back in. Does
The
Ivy have
respawn
stone
should
form?
be here
Ivy uses
soon.
stone form. And Ivy uses stone form. And Ivy gets the
Oh.
parry.
Here comes the respawn.
But there's the Ivy
Overstaying
getting chased
her
down.
welcome. Ivy gets fought off.
And we see Ivy dying there. And now there's 2
Ivy's
Ivies here
always
ready to
dead.
hit this Guardian. But another Ivy comes in. Jesus
There's
Christ.
the ult. Oh, stealing the farm with the ultimate over here.
Oh, ulting in, hitting the camp with the ult, and taking the camp.
Oh, Ivy's gonna...
Does Ivy do something about it?
Maybe.
Running away, and it looks like nothing's gonna happen unless another
Wow.
Ivy Jesus Cristo
Getting
comes
out with
over
the
here.
4 small minion or neutral camp kills. I think that's $200 out of Sapphire's pockets.
Ivy getting really brave here. And another Ivy comes in. We just lost our first Guardian over here on what I believe to be yellow or purple.
Purple. Yeah, I'm over on yellow. It's all good over here.
And the question is, are we seeing really balanced teams here, or are we seeing the power of a super defensive character that tends towards
Something's
nothing ever
happening
happening?
over here on yellow.
I'm seeing that. But it looks like it has resolved down to a 2v2.
Yeah.
Ged coming in on green or blue. Green. I just saw the sign. Stone form matching the stone form. Getting punched out. Ivy's super low here under Guardian. Is anyone gonna come help? Looks like Ivy's backing off.
Oh, there's an ult coming this direction.
God, that is so loud. Oh, Ivy looping back around, the fake out, pretending to gank.
Oh my goodness.
Getting the stone form.
Oh.
But getting... that's a really scary sound.
On green. Nope, this is blue. Yeah, this is blue.
Can you check if anybody's upgraded tier 3 ult yet?
Do we have any tier 3 ults? It would be nice to have a player specialized in that. It looks like they're all trying to go for it. We have 2 points in ult for everybody.
Until like 7.5k or something, so.
It could have rushed it. Oh wait.
Yeah.
No.
The closest person I think is Kemeru.
In contrast to the stone forming first, I feel like ulting first in the team fight basically guarantees a victory.
Yeah, because you force their stone form first. And then you get the stone form.
And Susie and Kat all seem to be going for it.
But if you let the bomb land, then you can't either stone form with the silence.
Exactly. So you're forced to stone form first, and then you get stone form.
Yeah, that's best case scenario. You're getting stone form for your trouble. And then what's Ivy got to do? Say Ivy next?
Exactly. Say Ivy getting stone formed.
Oh, here comes an ult.
Did Ivy say that?
Yeah, Ivy, like IB. You know, it doesn't really make sense because that's not a dialect that anybody would have. I guess.
IB, me when I'm a bee.
It's like iRobot, but instead it's a bee. The 2025 remake. IB.
It's a sequel to the Bee movie.
Yeah.
Ivy chasing.
We do have an urn drop off for Amber Hand here.
I didn't even see that happening. It was so quick.
Might want to get with the others.
Yeah, Ivy doesn't die quickly and she doesn't kill quickly, but she does get that urn quickly. And I do think that's the more exciting thing that I should be watching instead of following somebody around.
Maxed out Tetsu. You can expect to see a lot of that on the field.
This Guardian is getting absolutely pelted with pebbles. He looks frustrated.
3 of Sapphire just tickling this Guardian to death.
Yeah. This is a sight to behold over here. But Ivy's gonna fly in, see if they can get the revenge. It's just
4 Ivies flying around one another.
Forcing out the stone form. Stone forming Ivy out of her ult. And the other Ivies have fucked off. There's no one here to fight this, but Ivy falls off the roof, retreating back to the Guardian, and it looks like
still trying to get out. The chase is still
the parry getting baited. Ivy getting stat checked there.
The chase leads into Ivy's scheme.
I see Ivy.
Ivy saying, "I see Ivy," and it looks like that's the last thing Ivy's gonna see is Ivy.
Another 3 squad of Sapphire pushing a Guardian. Let's see if it's as successful this time.
Oh, getting the kill with the stone form and sliding out.
And it does not appear it will be.
And I'm just wondering how the hell am I gonna edit this?
I'd be baiting the stone form with the airdrop and then going back to clear wave. Yeah, have fun with that one.
Ivy parries the Guardian. Another Guardian goes down. We are really getting into the meat of this game now. One Guardian left on both teams.
Yeah.
Both teams have their flex slot. Let's see how they're going to spend it.
A 5k advantage from that urn they got earlier.
That is true.
Last Guardian's getting pushed.
You can interchange the clips. No one will be able to tell that it's 2 different matches.
That's fairly valid.
Honestly, I don't think anyone's gonna be able to tell what the hell they're looking at.
That's the biggest fun.
Spectating Ivy here.
Looks like something might go down on green. Just a poke game at the moment.
Walker is under attack.
Undefended Walker on Amber's yellow.
But it looks like there's a big 3v3 on
pushing it.
blue or green or whichever one this is. Looks like green.
This is green.
And Ivy ulting out, not wanting to take the fight, knowing the power of Ivy.
They're heading
Ivy
over to
eating
the
it.
skirmish on blue, it looks like.
Fighting over the bridge buffs here. Ivy eating a huge kudzu. And
Amber
the
gets
bridge buff.
Sapphire kill.
Bridge buff getting abandoned here. Oh, Ivy
my
grabs
goodness.
it, and the stone form to secure Ivy's escape.
Oh my goodness. The stone form.
More stone
It's
forms. Stone form is spilling over the edge of the bridge like a waterfall. Like a stone fall, like an avalanche, like a rock slide. It took me a while, but we got there.
Never-ending fight. New people just keep joining.
That's the beauty of it. You just keep cycling out the Ivies. One Ivy leaves, another one arrives.
Amber
You can
over here
never
on
deal
one.
with it.
Ivy securing that kill.
Ivy takes the kill.
Ivy might get another one here.
Ivy's getting cornered here.
The stone form
And the stone form
connects.
and the punch connects. Oh, but if Ivy would just turn and shoot this Ivy. Ivy is so
It's a
low.
2v1. Ivy getting out with all. That's crazy.
That's crazy, but
Oh,
Ivy's gonna
coming
turn
back.
around. Will the greed... Oh! Ivy dodging the ult with the stone form.
Will that cost Ivy her
And it looks
life?
like Ivy put 5 points in stone form because that
The
was a
stone
huge
form.
heal. The stone form reversal. Oh my god, you should not have turned around with that ult.
What was Ivy thinking there?
What was Ivy thinking? But the pressure that Ivy drew from the Ember Hand, 4 Ivies over here, will the Sapphire Ivies be able to capitalize on that at all? It looks like we're seeing them
interesting
attempt to
thing
do that
about
now
this
as
game.
Ivy finishes buying items.
Yeah, they're gonna be able to spend at least 15 seconds longer in the shop.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have to make your own
We see a
opportunities.
10k lead here for Amber.
But it looks like Amber Hand spent so long on the right side of the map that they said, you know what, we've got that handled, and forgot about the urn. And now we see an urn pickup.
Urn going in their base, in the Sapphire team base. I'm curious how much action we're about to see over it.
And the
Since
ult-
Ivy might be able to get here in time.
The
to
ult's
stop it.
chasing the Ivy. More Ivies coming. Is there
No
anything you can do about
counterplay.
this Ivy? You can't. But where is the urn? Where the
It
hell's the
got
urn?
secured already.
Oh, it was in their base. I'm so stupid.
Yes. That does bring it closer to even for Sapphire.
Oh, Ivy landing the
action
stone
on
form, and this
green
looks
lane.
really bad for
The
Ivy.
swap's coming out. Sapphire just catching the Ivy off guard.
But is
with the
Ivy going to
gank
be able
coming
to get the trade on that kill? It doesn't look like it. Ivy's popping healing right. 18 minutes
It's
into
like
the game.
the fight's dissipating at this point.
Yep, the fight has fizzled out like a minion that Ivy Mag dumped on.
We see a rapid recharge. Is there any tier 4s in play at the moment?
Let's take a look as we see Ivy
We see
accidentally
a
wall
vampiric
jumping.
bird.
Don't try to convince me that was intentional. And I see no tier 4s on the Amber Hand at all.
I see.
Oh wait, I see a vampiric burst on Kamuri.
Yes.
That's good. That's probably for the melee cancel.
I did see
Just
a
based
melee
on how
cancel
I
a
play
minute
Ivy.
ago.
That's easy why I buy that.
We have a massive split push here. 2 Ivies coming in to intercept. How much damage are we going to be able to get on these Guardians, and will we be able to get out?
Walker
Those are
may
the questions
fall on
here as
Amber.
Ivy ults in. And Ivy turns.
Half
Stone form
health.
used, but there's still a stone form in
Third.
play. Ivy ulting
Oh my
out, and
goodness.
Ivy gets away with the damage on those Guardians. Trading a Walker for it, though.
falls.
And let me do my play-by-play, okay? I'm trying to do my play-by-play.
Different...
You're working on a play-by-play here. I'm on a different play-by-play.
I'm sorry.
It's confusing because you're talking about Ivy and I'm talking about Ivy, and we really want this to be as clear as possible. Ivy getting sprayed down.
I'll just stick to talking about Ivy if that's alright.
Alright, yeah, I'll focus on Ivy.
Okay, then there shouldn't be any confusion.
And I think Ivy going down there, how bad is that?
Multiple ults coming down blue lane.
That was a call for analysis from you. I'm asking you, how bad is it that Ivy dies here? What if this Ivy dies?
I don't think it's enough to turn the tide of this tournament, but we shall see.
We'll see about it. It definitely looks like
Amber losing their lead they had.
Whoa!
Oh wow! What a reversal there, and it looks like Ivy's gonna go for the bridge buff. A small consolation for Ivy.
Taking the bridge buff again, dying with it, but at least securing it so that the enemy team does not have it.
Amber getting split on pretty bad here, and the ult out.
It appears there is an urn being run.
There is an urn being run. I'm trying to figure out who has it. Oh, they're not even there. But a lot of Ivies preemptively ulted when they saw the urn getting grabbed. And this is an Ivy just walking the urn. Have you ever seen anything like this, Burge?
I have never seen something like this, except for failed attempts, but I'm sure this Ivy is well seasoned and does not...
Well, let's see which Ivy this is. Oh. Yeah, it's my buddy Musab that doesn't play Ivy. Oh my god!
I'm still not secured. Sapphire getting the secure. 5 people over here. I'm curious if Amber pushes another lane during this. But it does appear they got a walker for that.
They've taken our purple walker.
I wonder at what point Ivy goes for mid. I think it's going to be down to Ivy as the IGL to make that call.
Mm-hmm. The scary part is if their Ivy is online, they can help secure it. But
and remember, Tether does give attack speed to teammates, so a spirit building Ivy can give attack speed to a gun building Ivy, while that gun building Ivy is giving themselves attack speed. And you can repeat this 5-6 times. I don't remember how to count.
Ivy Lucian.
Could be anywhere.
Yeah, it's a sort of recursive chain of Ivies giving each other stats. And I'm wondering, you know, you could have 6 Ivies getting the max level in Covenant, or in Watcher's Covenant, that allows them to tether 2 teammates, and you could build the and we haven't seen this play for a while, it's kind of fallen out of the meta, but the Ivy hexagram, and then sort of walk in that formation, shooting really fast and running out of ammo. Ivy ulting out.
Ivy on the chase with the ult.
Ivy swirling around Ivy, creating crazy geometric shapes and dropping in. Stoneform getting exchanged. I can't tell who's using what Stoneform. I can't tell which Stoneforms are in play. It looks like there's none. Ivy getting chased down, walking back into the Kudzu, and I don't know if that's what killed her because I don't know if it was her own Kudzu. Good Stoneform from Ivy.
Here's a push on this walker. Ivy does have decent damage on it.
Oh, but Ivy ulting in, and that Kudzu doing so much damage while they're locked in there by the ult.
Ivy's one.
Ivy
uses Stoneform to heal.
Ivy is one. Oh, knockdown on the Ivy.
Knockdown.
We see a knockdown in play.
I cannot believe that there's an Ivy out there who would do something so heinous to another Ivy.
It looks like.
But you can tell it's no holds barred now. Nobody's leaving the gloves on. what did you just do, Walker? What's the Walker doing, huh?
Oh. I don't know if that's TOS or not. Better.
Yeah, Ivy, I'm trying to say Walker, but saying Ivy instead because my brain is rewiring itself to replace all proper nouns with the word Ivy. And is this the mid-boss call? Oh my god!
Oh my goodness. They have to be careful because there is Ivy alive.
Ivy is up. And Ivy has ult.
Ivy using ult. Does she get here in time?
Ivy, it looks like Ivy's gonna get here in time. Who is gonna get? Oh, Ivy ulting for the silence and the knockdown on Ivy. Oh, but it was perfectly timed. Oh my god! They stole it!
Steal by Ivy!
Wow. Incredible steal by Ivy! Through the knockdown. The knockdown was perfectly timed. The knockdown was perfectly timed so that the stone form could still go off, blocking the knockdown and stunning for the mid boss. It's such a terrible blunder by whichever Ivy on Sapphire was smart enough to buy knockdown. And we're not gonna call them out, but I will hover them. Like taking rejuve from an Ivy.
It's sort of like that.
Something like that. For sure. Looks like Ivy grabbed Urn during this.
Ivy grabbed Urn. Let's see the defense on the Urn. From
Doesn't
Ivy.
look like there's any contest.
From Ivy, out middle, and through our connector.
Need a lift?
There's Ivy's flying around with no airdrops.
God, I need water.
Can we get an Ivy in chat?
Please entertain the chat while I go get water. This isn't worth my health.
Like Carlos says, you can make opportunities.
So we see two Ivies pushing yellow.
And there's other Ivies other places as well.
That is very observant. Whoa.
Ivy does a little bit of damage.
Okay, absolutely shredded that walker. There was an Ivy here. I guess they did not think they could hold that. Or they got there too late. Looks like something might break out here on green.
Feathers on cooldown.
Protect their last walker. Sapphire Ivies.
Alright, I'm back.
There is a push being formed on green.
Oh, this is absolutely massive here. So many Ivies, but Ivy ulting in with
Ivy
the engage, but all of the Ivies dodge the ult with the ult, and oh my god, there are so many Ivies in the sky right now. I don't know what they're trying to do. Let's lock in on one of them.
One of them has Torment Pulse, so they are doing damage to these flying Ivies.
I think they're trying to hit mid-air kudzu bombs on each other, and I'm gonna have to watch the replay to see if that even happens.
Ultimately, this is a push for the walker, and I do not see anyone.
I don't see anything happening to that walker. I think this is a case of nothing ever happening. Looks like we're spending all of our cooldowns running out, and at the end of the day, it's gonna come down to who has a gun. But the first Amber Hand Luna, or the first Amber Hand Ivy does die.
Maybe
but Amber has rejuve.
Pushing back.
And I do want to just draw focus away just for a second on this split happening over here, drawing pressure away. Do the Amber Hand know that they have numbers right now? Oh, Ivy picks up Ivy. And Ivy does not want to be picked up. Oh my god, the damage from Ivy.
Luckily, Ivy's team was here to save that Ivy.
Yeah. Ivy going in, I'm not sure about that one, Ivy.
You never should have come here.
Ivy went into a 3v1. Well, it is Ivy, and the stone form helps, but...
Ivy telling Ivy that she never should have come here, that doesn't really make a lot of sense, because if that's true, you shouldn't be here either, and someone should be here defending this walker.
I think it's too late. Yeah.
Oh my god. After Rejuve losing your walker, that's tragic.
The chase is on here. Ivy trying to get away, uses stone form to heal.
Oh, but the knockdown from Ivy looks like that could lock Ivy down long enough. No, Ivy with some nice movement, getting on top of mid-boss, spending the stone form.
Oh my goodness. Does she get away with it?
just swinging wildly in the air just to mix up the movement. Ivy does show up to... Oh my god,
goodness.
the reversal from Ivy. Whoa, what the fuck was that? I don't even know where to look right now. There's so much happening, so many Ivies.
Ivy getting stone formed near mid.
Ivy with the stone form getting the parry, but getting stone formed again. Actually, was that 2 stone forms from one Ivy?
That was 2 stone forms.
No, those were 2 different Ivies.
Those were 2 different Ivies, but those were 2 stone. We see an arcane surge out on the field.
We see 2 arcane surges.
That is not what I was expecting in this match.
I wouldn't expect to see that either, but I can see it working in this kind of a setting. The arcane surge stone forms.
Okay, the fight seems to have settled with 3 Sapphire down and 2 Amber. Looks like they may be able to make a push for the final Walker. I am glad to see that this is a really even match thus far.
Oh yeah, we're at 30 minutes, 170k souls on both teams, and still the Walkers are even. Oh my god, the melee cancel with Vampiric Burst!
God. The escape by Ivy with the HMC.
Turn is waiting to be claimed.
Kimura, give me your Venmo. I will send you $5 for that. That was crazy. That is some of the finest showmanship I've ever seen. That was absolutely nuts.
What happened?
Melee cancel with Vampiric Burst to escape.
That's huge.
Yeah. No, Kimura has melee charge.
Help me with the idol.
Does this Ivy get out with her ult?
Ready to fly?
Oh.
Seems like it.
Okay, we have we have the Ivies in formation to deliver the urn, and it looks like the urn will go off. Ivy in hot pursuit. Will there be a punish? It looks like it, landing the stone form, but the ult in the stone form, and oh, Ivy tried to make something happen. And if you try to make something happen, nothing ever happens. Mid-boss is back up. Are we going to see another play for mid-boss here? There are 2 down on Sapphire. Amber could get one of their very own.
Unfortunately, Sapphire does have Ivy.
It is definitely risky, but it looks like Ivy is starting it, probably calming to their team. Ivy, get in here. Ivy popping Vampiric Burst, shredding this mid-boss so fast. And the Ivies are here, but will the Ivies be able to regroup in time to get in there and get this steal? Let's see what happens.
Ivy shows up.
We have the ults going in, Alchemical Fire. The stone form's going down, and Amber secures it, but they're getting shredded by that kudzu right now. And this fight is... Oh my god, this fight is not going Sapphire's way. They just lost 2 players and the Rejuve. 3 players down. It's going to be a 3v6 against Rejuve, and it looks like this could be what Amber Hand needed to close this game out and get this Walker.
I can definitely see Patron going down here. I'm curious if they'll stay long enough to go for the finish.
And Ivy has Vampiric Burst. So the amount of DPS coming out here is going to be insane. Stone forming in the pit.
Ivy gets caught by
Ivy getting caught. But are the numbers there for Sapphire? Second shrine goes down. Will there be a punish? It looks like Ivy wants to back out, but Ivy's saying, no, let's keep going. Let's press our advantage. Do they back out after this, or do they keep going?
Will be alive.
The Ivies will be up.
Contest.
This is Ivy's last stand.
It looks like they are backing.
A little bit of indecision here. Some Ivy sticking around, stealing camps. Oh.
Uh-oh, Ivy.
But Ivy dawdling and staying in the base for too long, and that was exactly... That is exactly the type of thing we need to see from Sapphire Hand if they want to win this. Another kill on the Amber Hand.
Those who stayed.
2 Ivy shopping, check that out. Double Ivy shopping right now.
2 Ivy shopping at the same time.
Okay, it was just a brief moment, but I don't think I've seen that.
Also, that was Ivy's first death this entire game. The Vampiric Burst melee canceled not enough to save Ivy that time.
Goodness. crippling headshot frenzy vampiric burst. That is one scary Ivy. At 28k has. Wait, no, at 36k. I was
Also,
lowering the front.
look at the ammo items from this Ivy, right? Because you have melee charge, you punch something, you double your ammo. Vampiric burst, double your ammo, and basic magazine, and active reload. This Ivy seems solely concerned with just getting that fire rate up and not running out of ammo, getting as much damage out over a long period of time as possible.
It seems to be effective for them.
Ivy getting caught probably because he doesn't play Ivy and he's getting his ult canceled, but the silence glyph does not get casted. That could have prevented at least one stone form. Ivy going in.
Skirmish still happening. I'm curious if any. There's the help
Looks like
from Ivy.
Ivy went in to try and risk it for the biscuit, but there was no biscuit. They were risking it for nothing.
Does Ivy get out? Gets the vitality buff.
Steals the vitality buff on the way out. Is that going to be enough? No, you're getting stone formed a million times.
An emotional victory, though. Definitely.
Definitely the type of emotional victory that they need.
Sapphire now down 2 without the redo.
Ivy players very emotional, very sentimental. It's these kinds of small victories that keep them in the game. Getting picked off though like that is not what you need. That is exactly what Sapphire needs to turn this around. And despite having a weakened patron, they are now up on souls.
Someone's saying sorry to Ivy out here.
Vampiric Burst doesn't give double ammo? I thought when you popped it, it doubles your ammo. Like, it gives you your magazine on top of your magazine, no? I haven't used it in a while.
75%.
75%? Oh. Same difference, don't make me stop talking again.
That doesn't know anything.
Dude actually hit you with the actually.
No, that is true. It's good for me to know.
Yeah.
Building Tesla on Ivy is crazy, and Ivy saying, if I can't beat you in a 1v1 or a 1v5, I will at least correct you on your build. Tesla Bullet's very, very hotly contested item. A lot of Ivies like it. Ivies also that don't like it.
Both teams are about to have everyone back up in the first time in like 8 minutes. Curious of what is going to happen. All ults are also about to be online. You could see something crazy happen.
Urn is up. And I'm just gonna...
On the bluff bridge.
My hands are getting tired, and I'm going to center my camera on that urn and see who grabs it.
Headed to Broadway.
Headed to York, heading to Broadway.
Oh my gosh! So much just happened right there.
No, it didn't.
Ivy tried...
Alright guys,
I
I'm
must
gonna
have been
blink.
mistaken, my bad. There is an Ivy in the enemy base. A pest. Getting out after stealing cooldowns.
Canceling with the stone form too for style points, knowing that I'm watching. Who is this? Yeah, you would.
I see the enemy.
I love seeing the melee cancels here. And it
This
looks like they're gonna just go for the patron, but Ivy has so much disruption.
All the kudzu in the pit. It's a scary place to be.
It's a scary place to be, and you don't know whose kudzu you're stepping in. Stepping in your own kudzu, not so bad, but when you're in a situation where that could be anybody's kudzu, you don't want to be stepping in that.
The last Sapphire.
Last Sapphire standing their ground, but it doesn't look like it's going to be enough, and that is a win for the Amber Hand.
Fun times. Thank you. Well, good. Buen trabajo. Well, good job. Good job. Fun times.
Buen trabajo. We got Pika43. Hey, commentators, especially Cyrus. I know you're the Ivy guy, but 6v6 Lash would be so unbelievably funny. I wonder if we have any Lash players that could put something like that together.
Lash.
Thank you, Skeleton Honey.
Of course.
I am exhausted, and my throat hurts.
Are we calling it there?
I think I'm going to call it there. I don't want to put my players through anything else. I know that they would keep going to the ends of the earth if I allowed them to. Because Ivy's
do we
go
want
the
to get one
distance.
last post-game interview going?
Let's get a nice post-game interview with our players. Let's see how they felt about the round.
Oh.
Hello.
GG Ivy.
So true.
Guys, I think the Ivy was. I think we have to make a talk. The Ivy was clearly throwing.
Yeah.
All right.
100%.
Players. Absolutely incredible games out of you guys. I loved the performance from the Ivy. How did you feel about it?
100%.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I wanna scream.
Felt pretty good.
That one was a lot more fun, and I still got cooked though.
Very even game.
Yeah, I noticed you were really struggling against the Ivy.
I was.
How do you think you're going to adjust to Ivy in the future?
I think by playing Ivy and just properly Ivying, I'll Ivy a lot better.
Actually, I think the Ivy is really broken, so like I can't do anything about the other Ivy.
Especially
the crowd
in the-
control Ivy has is crazy.
Especially in the Ivy v Ivy matchup in landing phase, it's just way too Ivy sided.
Yeah, I know
Needs
it.
to fix that.
Yeah, I think I actually saw a stat recently that Ivy has a 100% win rate in that matchup.
Damn.
That's crazy.
Are you for real?
That makes sense. I see it.
Yeah. In
That's
Ivy
They need
v
to
Ivy,
get
the
on that.
Ivy always wins.
Yeah. Well, I would say
I'm tired of
tonight,
seeing Ivy in every game.
whether the Ivy wins or not, the spectators were the real winners. I had an absolute blast. Kimuri, you are muted, and you don't have to say anything about this, but I saw that heavy melee cancel with the vampiric burst. That
Dude, that was crazy.
Oh, yeah,
that was the most
insane,
exciting
yeah.
thing I've ever seen in Deadlock, because I
Holy
saw you
shit,
buy
Oh my
it.
god.
I saw you buy it, and I made a little joke like, "Oh, I bet they're buying that for the HMC." And then I actually saw it happen. Brilliant showmanship out of Ivy.
Yeah, he was following the script really well.
Absolutely. You know what channel you're on. Well, my throat hurts.
It was fun.
I was screaming that entire time. Incredible stuff.
That was fun. Y'all have a good night. That was good shit.
So
Good
we should
games.
expect a video made in about 3 hours, right?
I don't know
That's all you
how
need,
the
right?
hell I'm going to edit that.
It's gonna be interesting.
I'd have to go through frame by frame and like put an arrow over every kudzu to show who it belongs to.
Wait, in Spectator, do they have colors, or is it just the same?
No, it's the exact same.
Yeah.
Okay, question. What were your favorite moments though?
Anytime. Well,
The second
let-
mid boss take was really funny. Sorry.
the mid boss, the mid boss
Yeah.
was the
Oh my
first
God.
mid boss steal was my favorite moment.
That is the most
That was
memorable
stupid.
moment, I think.
I'm so sorry.
I don't even know what the hell happened in there.
I don't know what happened.
I didn't know.
I wish I could
I
have seen it.
watched it from a spectator, and I don't know if I know what happened.
I just saw a pile of gravel, and then you look at the top and you see which team got it.
Yeah. Did someone hit a parry in that? I thought I heard the parry noise.
Kamari stone formed and then immediately parried afterwards to
Oh my
someone was
God.
out of the range and then meleeed for it. It was
Oh
insane.
my
I
god.
really don't. I fucking stone formed and parried, and they just got it anyway. I don't understand.
And then there was a part where an Ivy picked up an Ivy,
And the Ivy canceled it.
and the Ivy canceled it, and that was funny.
Oh yeah, that was me.
But there was an Ivy carrying the Ivy around in the first game, which was great. Like carrying an Ivy to a gank. I really loved the getting to see a melee cancel. I didn't think I was gonna get to see a melee cancel. I mean, the whole thing was just pure magic. I think a lot of my favorite moments were just the commentary, like.
Wait, let me just say the picking up and canceling is because I thought right click was to like fly down. Some characters have that, I think. And then it just dropped him, and I told him, "Okay, you're on your own, man."
There was also a beautiful moment where I didn't realize how Stoneform was gonna work, but that like if you ever Stoneform first, you're just a sitting duck for 8 people to Stoneform you, and just seeing people just like start like try to get away, just trying to get away Stoneforming, and then all of the Ivies chasing them just Stoneform at the same time. That was
we triple Stoneformed one Ivy at one point.
Yeah,
Didn't do anything.
I think I caught that one. That was so funny.
By the bridge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then there was a part where like, so Ivy was running away, and then 3 Ivies are running behind, just in sequence, stone forming off the bridge to try to catch them.
Oh yeah, that was me. I fucking jumped off the bridge and then like 3 people came after me.
There was a moment where I think 5 of y'all were flying around each other with ults.
Oh, magical.
Yeah, the moments where an Ivy ults and then like just neurons activate for all the other Ivies, and then they're all just like flying around in the air doing nothing.
Yeah, I know.
One person had torment balls, and every so often it hits someone. It's like that's the only person getting value by being up there.
I don't know. It was killing me. I'm sure there was so much stuff that I missed because this is impossible to spectate.
I'm so happy I got to spectate this.
Do you get a replay for custom games?
Yeah.
You have to get the match ID.
Yeah.
Did someone get that match ID?
Yeah, I put in general.
Okay.
Oh my god.
We gotta pin that shit too.
Thank you all so much for playing. That was such a riot.
Really that was really fun.
It was a lot of fun to play.
Yeah, we got to do more stuff like this. All right, I'm gonna end the stream. Thank you all for watching. I'm gonna play the intermission again because I thought that was funny.
It's a really good one.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, good night, everyone.
Wait, it's you. Wait. I got the phone. Wait, okay. It was a joke.